see if we up. Take as much as you need. Alright, we're rolling. Alright, come on, let's go back to what we said. Alright, let's go back. You was yet? You got a mic? Yeah, no, what you had? What we had though? Which scripture? Oh, yeah. Just go back, just hit that last part. And we had technical difficulties. You know, our shit cut off for a minute, but we back on.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make that.
Get Isaiah 66. Wait, what you got? You got what? Psalm 18. We don't finish that. Go ahead.
He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate.
That's right. He's coming forth from his place to make thy land desolate. That means the Lord. So all that we was talking before, all that Christian shit, all that the Lord is taking. You ain't righteous unless you're part of the 144,000. You ain't in it unless you're an Israelite. And first and foremost, you got to be Yasharala, Israel, to be in it, to get the safe, to get the deliverance. Everybody else is nothing but cannon fire. Everybody else is nothing no more but fuel for the fucking fire, man. All right, everybody else gonna be getting consumed. Okay, you're gonna be consumed with the fires of the missiles. You'll be consumed with the swords of these fucking foreign troops. I keep having this reoccurring dream about these fucking troops coming over to Britain and coming over to America, and I keep being in both spots. I was in Britain, and fucking Russia was dropping bombs, marking the cities with smoke bombs, and then marking where they was gonna drop bombs, and dropping bombs all over that bitch. Then I came over to America in my next dream, which is keep being a reoccurring fucking dream. Okay, and the fucking Chinese, the fucking North Koreans, and the fucking Moab is here, fucking killing. Not only was that, but the American troops was killing people in America. Then also you have fucking Chinese and the fucking North Koreans over here putting the work down on the people. Bombs dropping everywhere, missiles flaring everywhere. Okay, so this land is gonna be a fucking desolate land when all said and done. Okay.
And thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitants.
And thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. Nobody's gonna be here no more. Okay? Nothing but foul spirits and animals and shit. Go ahead. Okay.
This is Psalms 18, verse 30. As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust him.
Hey, that's right. He's a strong tower, man. Hey, what does a belt will do to your pants? Keeps your ass up. Hey, you ever see Jake running around sagging his pants, trying to run for the police? You ever see Jake sag and walk? They gotta walk like this and shit. You know, the legs all stretched out. You know what I mean? How can you run like that? You start running, your fucking pants fall. Your pants fall, you trip, bust your face open. You can't get away from nobody like that. So the Lord is a buckler, man. So he's a sure thing. He gonna do what? He gonna keep your ass upright. So if the Lord do got you cut through amidst the shit going around missiles, hey, it be missiles blowing up around you. The Lord got you running through them. Hey, and everywhere he got you running, ain't not one missile touching your ass, man. Okay? Not one missile. What did King David say? He keep my feet from slipping.
You got my feet like Hind's feet.
My feet like Hind's feet.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. It is the Most High that girded you. For who is the Most High save the Lord? For who is a rock save our power?
That's it. Who is a rock? Who is a strong place? Who's that strength? And self is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He cut off. Go ahead. No, it's back on now, but yeah. Think it's back on?
It is the Most High that girdeth me with strength.
That's right.
And maketh my way perfect.
That's right.
He maketh my feet like hinds feet.
Right, he make my feet
Hinds
like
feet.
hinds feet. Go ahead.
And setteth me upon my high place.
That's right.
Teacheth my hands to war.
Hey, it's a
so
scripture
that
say
a
he
bow.
planted my feet, and I slip it not.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, find that right.
That's
That's King David.
King David was
Mighty man, yeah. He say he planted my feet, and I slip it not.
Well, I mean, Heinz feet close.
Yeah, hooves feet, yeah.
They
So it's
don't-
like they don't, yeah.
You know, like whenever you see a fucking
Yeah, they don't. They always it's complete movement. But it's like when you used to see what's that motherfucker? That Marvel, the Green, the Giant Hulk. When he run, he leave his imprint. You know, and it sticks, like the ground sticks to, it keeps him from like, because he can run fast as fuck, but he never falls. You know what I'm saying? He's always on his shit, and he can just go, and everywhere he go, he's just like his feet. Yeah, his traction, hey, that go back to a car, right? Traction control, right? So when you in a fast ass car, and you hit a corner, you got traction control on, you gonna hit that corner skirt, but you gonna get right back on it. You ain't gonna fall off your mark. Without the traction control, you hit the corner, you spinning out everywhere. You know, but that's the same thing. It's really the Lord is our traction control. You know, he gonna keep us from falling. You know, when we gotta get through different fights, or when he moving us from one place to the next place. You know? Fun. Sorry, go ahead. It's like Psalms 137.
He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow still is broken by my arms. That has also given me the shield of thy salvation.
So read that again.
He maketh my feet like.
Okay, all this.
He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow still is broken by my arms.
My hands for that broke is that a bull still. Hey, listen, King David's up here. A bull still will break by touching King David's arm, man. Right? Error.
Thou hast also given me the shield of salvation, and thy right hand hath holding me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip.
Oh, that's what you
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's it. That's what I want. Go ahead, bring that back. That's what I want. That's it.
Thou hast enlarged my steps.
Enlarge my steps. That's our hope. You know what I mean? You know, it's so big, so gaudy that when he put it, go ahead, finish. He engorged his foot. Go ahead.
That my feet did not slip.
That's it.
I pursued my enemies and
That's it,
overtake them.
That's it.
Neither did I turn again till they were pursued.
See, hey, so it wasn't no stopping King David, man. King David was rolling. He was rolling through, just eating shit up. You know, so how much more the men of the elect men? The men, how much more y'all was shot and the angels when they come back, man? They're gonna be cutting dust on motherfuckers, man. It ain't gonna be no stopping them, man. You know, you ain't gonna slip, you ain't gonna fall. Because the Lord gonna hold you, he gonna gird you, he gonna put his belt around you. Right? He gonna gird you up like a belt gird up your pants. You know, he gonna keep you from falling.
I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under
I
my
have
feet.
wounded them that they were not able to rise. And that's what it's gonna be here on this side, man. You know? And ain't no gonna be when you go back to what's that, Isaiah 66, man. You ain't gonna be, the bloodshed gonna be so heavy. Ain't no getting back up no more. What's that? Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 50 chapter. 50, probably both 50 and 51. But there ain't no more getting up for this double, man. Okay? Ain't no more rising no more. Go ahead.
For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under
Hey, you gird you with strength unto the battle, man. Hey, we at the battle now. You know what I'm saying? This is how we gird up our strength. It's through these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So when the physical side of that battle, because once we say everything is physical, it's got a counterpart. Everything that's spiritual got a counterpart. It's physical. Right? So we gonna get physical. That's right. We gonna get physically. Yeah, man. We gonna get hands on. Because King David did it.
You got
Yeah, the shit when shit hit the fan, you ain't got no choice. You know? So brothers can't be sitting up, oh, I ain't gonna have to touch nothing. Bro, the Lord gonna make you his instrumental weapon of war, man. You gonna be made a sharp threshing instrument, man. With teeth. You gonna be slicing, dicing, everything, man.
Like how a lawnmower cuts the grass.
Bruh.
Spits it out.
Yeah. Hey, a good movie to watch. The Apostle was talking about a lawnmower man. Lawnmower man, hey, he was chaining motherfuckers through he was fucking motherfuckers up, man.
Lawnmower man?
Yeah. It came back out in the 80s, bro. Shit, man, just that, that thought, man. To be able to string people up and shit, running chains through people's bodies and shit, Like you said, chew them up, march them up, and spit them up. So if the Lord tell you he gonna make you his instrument of war, right? With teeth, what the fuck you think this gonna be, man?
God said, under me those that rose up against me. God has also given me the necks of my enemies that I might destroy them that hate me.
Hey, he has given you the necks of his enemies. The necks of his enemies are those that hate you, man. Hey, how many motherfuckers hate us, man? How many fucking people you got that's enemies against you, man? Hey, like that nigga bitch. That nigga bitch came down here. We owe her one. Or anybody that ever crossed you wrong. How many niggas you had to fight? You know what I'm saying? Shit, all my life I can think of niggas that I want to kill. I can think of many fucking enemies that I want to put to fucking death, man. So all your enemies, read that part again.
Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me.
Hey, thou hast given me the necks of my enemies. Of what?
Of my enemies, that I might destroy them.
That I might destroy them, man.
That hate me.
That hate me. Hey, so that's going for all the elect, man. All the elect, man, you got many enemies that hate you, but the Lord is going to give you the necks of your enemies, man. Hey, what's that, Isaiah 14? Hey, sit here by my, is that 14 or is that 2? Sit by my side for I make thy enemies my footstool. Think that Psalms 2? Psalms 2 and 14 or 2 and 10? What is that, 2 and 10? Here, grab that right there. Grab Psalms 2. Hey, like you told Yahweh, sit by my side while I make thy enemies thy footstool, man. And that's what we do. We waiting for the Lord to make our enemies our footstool, man. That we can rest our feet upon them, man. Yeah, it should break the rod of iron. That's it. Yeah.
Psalms 2 and 9.
2 and 9. There you go.
Psalms 2 and I'm gonna start at 7. I will declare the decree the Lord hath said unto me. Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance.
That's right.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron.
That's it. Hey, how you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? Like the brothers reading out of King David, man. You gonna do it why? The Lord gonna gird you up, man. He gonna give you that power. He gonna give you that strength to devour, to run through, like we talked about that one show, The Boys or whatever the fuck that's called, where that Jake ran through that girl and just obliterated her fucking ass, just off of speed, just off of running. Oh, I'm sorry. We ain't gonna be stopping this saying I'm sorry. We're gonna be looking back laughing and keep going and run through the rest of the motherfuckers.
Right there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's that spiritual power, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Right.
Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry.
Hey, how you kissing how about Shem Al-Shah? Like this. We give him his praise. We give him his glory. We give him his honor. We teach the truth that's in the scriptures. We don't teach this bullshit of love because it's not in here. Only love there is for Israel, and that's a tough love. This is love. What the Lord put us through, that was love. Slavery, that was the Lord's love. Because the Lord could have just wiped us the fuck out. He could have just wiped the whole fucking nation out. He could have just started it all over again. But it was his love that he put us in slavery. Slavery was love from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because that was his fucking mercy. Niggas, You don't understand how powerful Yahweh is. His mercy was slavery. Because he could have just got rid of your asses.
And ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled, but a little blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
That's it. Wait, we got it. Isaiah, how far was that? Isaiah 66?
This is Isaiah 66 and 1. Thus said the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. And the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? All those things had my hand made, and all those things have been, said the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of the contrite spirit.
Contrite spirit. When you go back, you won't
Contrite spirit, and tremble at my word.
Go ahead.
He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth the lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth.
Jump 15. 14. Jump to 15.
This verse 15. For behold,
14.
14 is verse 14. And when ye see this, your mind shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like a herd. And the hand of the Lord shall be known toward his servant, and his indignation toward his enemy.
Hey, the hand of the Lord should be known toward his servant, and then his indignation. Right, so what's the hand of his Lord? It's his what? It's his mercy, right? It's his love. It's his peace for Israel, for Yashala, for the 144,000. So that's the only, like I said, that's the only love and mercy and peace that's going to be given is unto the 144,000. And that mixed multitude, the 1/3, the elect men and elect women and elect children, okay? That's the mercy. That's the Lord's love, okay? But for all the heathen nations, you go back to 2nd Ezra 6:56, you go back to Isaiah 40 and 15, 14. Hey, and all the nations is spittle, might be 17. They're nothing. So the Lord is gonna come and make a speedy riddance, speedy bloody riddance, stinking riddance of all the nations because of the wickedness that's been put forth upon the face of the earth.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, with his chariots like a
So
whirlwind.
he gonna come with fire. We was talking about the chariots earlier, talking about Ezra. We see the chariots tell one man to the other. So the Lord is gonna come back travailing like a woman with child, hollering, yelling with that war chant, that war cry. To what? To put vengeance back upon the people that has put his people to death, and ultimately him, that put him up on the cross, up on that tree, that crucified, okay, that shed his blood. So he gonna come back and shed your blood, okay, your blood, and he gonna start shedding your blood with his other armory, which is the weapons, which is the missiles, which is the nuclear missiles, which is already happening to your people in Ukraine and other places now.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
So he coming back with angry and fury. That's why this world is so fucked up. That's why everything, because why? Because the Lord has no love for the world. The world is meant for desolation. The world is meant for chaos and destruction because of the sin and wickedness of these nations. Go ahead. And chiefly you Israelites.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all
So
flesh.
by fire and his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. He didn't say by love and by grace and by shaking of your hand and by coming giving you a brotherly hug. He didn't say he gonna come give you a kiss on your cheek and he gonna come forgive you for all your fucking sins. He said by blood and by fire. Say it again.
For by fire and by his sword.
Fire and by the sword. He's coming by bloodshed. He's not coming back by peace, love.
Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Right, ain't no peace getting. Where can you find peace at on this earth right now? What fucking country can you find peace on this earth? You can't find it nowhere upon it. Ain't no everybody got uproars of the people. You got fucking plagues and pestilence going through all the lands, and economic systems is falling through the floor. Fucking war over in Russia, Ukraine. You got fucking Israel fighting with Iran, the Mossad. You got fucking unpeace. You got unrest, unruliness all over the fucking earth. You got people fighting against their own nations. The people rising up against their powers, their governments. What fucking peace? Where's their peace at? You ain't got peace here in America. It can't have no peace. There's no peace. People murdering, killing each other every fucking day. You got people going to schools, killing little kids. Murdering kids in schools. You got people fucking get out their car and shoot people for no fucking reason. People selling each other drugs up and down the street. Drug addicts walking off from here and there. What peace on this earth? Where's their peace at? I ain't seen it. Go ahead.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
He came not to send peace, but a sword upon this bitch. The Lord is not coming for peace. The Lord is coming to send a sword upon this earth. Ain't nowhere he said he coming for peace. That's Christianity. That's bullshit. Ain't no peace coming to this bitch. Because if it was peace, we'd be in peace. The earth would be quiet. The people wouldn't be mourning. We wouldn't still be here in captivity. People wouldn't be dying of starvation. This earth is not in peace. There's no rest. Because the Lord coming back with a sword, with fire, with blood. He coming back in bloodshed. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66, verse 16. For by fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
So he gonna plead with all flesh. That's how he gonna plead. After he gets through coming back travailing like a woman and child, he gonna come pleading with the sword and blood and death and murder. Killing. That's the way the Lord talks to this earth. Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many. Daniel, the second chapter. We like 2:48 or something? 38?
Daniel chapter 2, verse 37. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the Most High of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand.
That's just because the Most High gave them Nebuchadnezzar, must always give to Sophia. The Most High gave Esau all things, right?
Yeah.
And I have made thee ruler over them all.
Hey, what did he tell him? Hey, Slocky, right quick. What did he tell Esau? What did Isaac tell Esau? You have the fat of the land. You're going to have the best of the land. But it's only a temporal for a small moment. Give you the dew, the mist, you know? But Jacob gets that forever. You know?
Thou art his head of glory. And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass.
Let go. The gold being the Babylonians. Persian, the Medes, the Greeks, go ahead.
Third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things.
The Romans, go ahead.
And as iron that breaketh all things, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Hey, and a lot of these kingdoms was mixed, man. They had a lot of mixed nations, you know, fighting within those kingdoms.
And it started with the Greeks. And the reason why Babylon was the gold, because when you go back to the old Babylonian image that's how Babylon, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, that was hell.
It looked,
You know?
Yeah, it looked better. It looked
Yeah.
better. It looked better.
It was the best
than
kingdom.
America.
It was the better looking kingdom.
I mean, it looked in that time, in that ancient time, it looked way better in America.
Yeah.
The splendor of it, how it
Yeah.
was set up.
Yeah.
You had the Persian, that was a
That was
beautiful
a
kingdom.
beautiful kingdom.
The Greeks was okay.
And you learned about the Persian kingdom through Esther.
Yeah.
How beautiful that was.
Yeah, it was. It was the king. That kingdom. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
Well,
Whereas thou sawest the
Or the
feet.
Persian. That was the Persian. I'm sorry.
Oh,
The
yeah,
second
Persian,
kingdom.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Persian.
Second kingdom was Esther. I said.
Yeah,
I didn't,
yeah, it's like-
nah,
yeah,
nah,
it's
I'm,
like- yeah,
I don't want to
Persian.
battle nobody think I was.
yeah.
The
That's
second
why-
kingdom was Esther.
Yeah,
There was the Persian. And the first kingdom was Babylon.
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah. Well,
Whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of powders, clay, and part of iron. The kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it
Hey,
of
hey,
the
hey,
strength.
hey, but what does the feet and toes represent? The end, right? It's the end of your right. They don't EU, but it's the end of your body, right? It's the end of the kingdoms. It's the last, right? Because you start at the head, right, and you work your way down till you get to your fucking feet, right? That's the end, baby. Ain't no more. That's it. You at the last. You at the very end of the shit. You know?
But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as
that's why
thou sawest,
Rome, America is Rome all over.
Yeah.
That's why some of these churches are iron. Go ahead.
for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with fire, clay, and as the toes of the feet were a part of iron, the parts of clay, so the kingdom shall be.
Hey, and that goes back into that mixed multitudes here. This is the melting pot, right? Because part of it's going to be strong and part of it's going to be weak. Like you go to the military, they're going to lose people in these wars. They're going to get traitors, right? They're going to find out that they had a lot of traitors with infiltrators within their militaries. Because when the shit pop off, a lot of people going to go back to their own countries. A lot of these different Arabic, Moab, Ammon, Ammon already owned this double. But what was that they shot off on Ammon? Yeah, Little Man and Fat Boy. Okay? They owe Ammon for dropping Little Man and Fat Boy on them. That atomic bomb. Okay? They owe them for that shit. So once they see Esau get weak, once they see the blood in the water, they gonna trade. They gonna get the fuck out of their house and they gonna run back to their own armies, man. And then you gonna start seeing that partly mixed with clay and iron. Because part of your kingdom was strong, but a part of it was weak.
So the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Whereas thou sawest iron mixed with fire, clay,
Yeah.
they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
See? Mingle themselves with the seed of men. All different type of nations. Yeah, hell yeah. It's the great melting pot. And that make you weak. Cause see, a strong nation that rules like you got the Babylonian kingdom. They were a predominant Hamitic nation. You know what I mean? That was Ham ruling shit. Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have other nations intertwined. When you go back to the Persian Empire, it was a strong ass empire. They were predominantly the Persians and the Medes, right? Persians took over the Medes, and they became the Persian Medio Empire, right? So, but the Persians had the dominance of the empire, which I believe, if I might be wrong, but the Medes go back to the Japhetic nations, right? But they had, because every nation had a time to rule on this earth. So they go back and they shit was strong, but then you start going down to the Greeks, to Rome, you had Jake, you had all different nations. They had, yeah.
You read Nicholas Hellline, there's some part that they had like, Zeus really was a Jake.
Yeah.
Zeus was a Jake at first.
Zeus was
They were crazy Jake.
Yeah.
And right.
So they had different nations, man, mixed in, and that made them. They were strong kingdoms, but they were stronger than Babylon. But here, that's why there's the mixture, you know, because it's got mingled with many seeds, you know.
But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
That's right, because you don't mix with one another, bruh. That's just like if you put two different seeds in a woman, they tell you that those seeds fight each other. You know, if a woman delayed with more than one man, them seeds that she laid with, they all in there in battle, they in war, because they don't all belong, they're not the same. So somebody gotta be dominant than the other, man. You know, it's just like here. If we're all not the same, we mixed in with this devil's army, and we're not the same people. You know, somebody gotta have a dominance over the next. You know, same thing with the seed line. Go ahead.
And in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
That's right.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces.
Like this kingdom is left to other people. Hey, another nation could be the president of the United States if they were born here. See, if they were born here, you know what I'm saying? That's weak. You leaving your nation to another. Look at Barack Obama. They had a fucking Hamite as a fucking leader. You know what I'm saying? That's having another nation leading your nation when this is supposed to be an Edomite nation. This nation is supposed to be Esau's nation, but he gathers so many people and amalgamate them and merge them in, and it's making them, when he think he's strong, it's making them weak.
And consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces, the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshipped Daniel.
That's the end. So that's the end game. That's the end of the world. That's what's God's gonna go on. Hey, the Most High's coming back, gonna destroy America, and this is it. This is where we at the end of this shit, man. We at the toes, you know? Yeah. Hey, all right, so with that, let's play us edifying. We'll give all praise to Abanoah.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakudash.
The Bible be to Pastor Millstone with that. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom, ball.